Hey, Anthony Pietrobono here, back with another video. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 13 reasons why I do not plan on selling any Tesla shares in the near future. I started purchasing Tesla in April 2019, starting at $263 per share, and I was buying it as it was going down, and I was averaging my cost down and down and down. Bought another 50 shares when the stock was at 190, and continued to buy as it went up. And in recent months, I've purchased more shares at 800, I've purchased more shares at 1,000, and then I purchased a few more shares at 1,400 and 1,500. I've amassed 275 shares before the split. My goal is to get to up to 1,400 or 1,500 shares after the split within the next year or so, which means I'll continue to purchase Tesla stock because in my opinion, there is no other company I believe in more long-term with such a high growth rate. If you're interested in learning how to build your wealth faster within the stock market, consider subscribing. And if you also want to see more portfolio updates and more transparency on my part, then consider subscribing. Let's dive right into the 13 reasons why I'm not selling any Tesla shares in the near future. The first one is they simply have the greatest product on the market. I am not talking about the greatest electric vehicle. I am talking about the greatest vehicle on the road. The Tesla Model 3 has won all awards across all age categories for being the most enjoyable, the most preferred vehicle up to this current date. Not to mention being the best-selling car, not just the best-selling EV of 2019. In 2020, they're completely dominating the market with the SX3 and now the Y. The Model Y will outsell Model 3, S, and X combined because the SUV market is far greater than sedans or any other market for that matter. In every continent, the Model 3 is becoming the best-selling vehicle, and now the Y will then also be the best-selling vehicle. I don't see this slowing down because they have over-the-air software updates to make the vehicles continue to improve as we go through with time. The second reason is that they're the first company to be reaching full autonomy. They have 8 billion miles of autonomous driving, whereas the second place runner-ups have 20 million. And all the companies working to solve for autonomous driving all understand that getting to 99% functionality is the easy part. The toughest part is the trail end, all of the random little events that could take place when you're driving. And the only way for the computer chip, the autonomous software, to recognize this and learn is from going through all of these issues, all these random little things that could potentially happen. The more cars that are on the vehicle and the more cars using this technology, the quicker those tail end little random problems will then be learned by the software. For robotaxis to be a thing, we need this software to be 99.9999999% accurate. Number 3, Tesla spends $0 on ads. This is because their branding is incredible. The Tesla brand is very strong. Elon's following is very strong, and they use tons of YouTubers, and all these people just love the products so much that they're so compelled to share with others. And the more Teslas that Tesla sells, the more Teslas Tesla will sell because they don't advertise. So once people figure out how great the product is by driving it themselves, they go ahead and tell 5 people, 10 other people, and then those people buy them. And it continues like that. The fourth reason is they have the best machines that build the machines. Elon talked about this in the last conference call. Their area of separation is how great their engineers are at planning and building the new factories that have machines in it to build the cars. It's not even how great their cars are anymore. It's how great they are at building factories like the one stamp Model Y casting. Each factory gets bigger, which leads us into the 5th point, which is that they have the most efficient CapEx. Each factory they build is bigger, it's cheaper, and it's built faster. Doesn't get better than that. Bigger, cheaper, faster, which leads to exponential growth. So they're becoming more and more efficient at using their money as they get more money. It's an incredible combination. They have the new prefabrication approach in Giga Berlin, where they essentially build the factory parts as they're building the walls. So as the walls go up, the inside goes in basically simultaneously. One point to add on top of that as a bonus is that SpaceX and Tesla are the 2 most top companies that engineers want to go work for. So they're attracting the best talent out there. Number 6 is their solar business, and this is just starting to pick up. We're talking about solar roofs, which are going to be helping people have no utility costs and be able to charge their Teslas with no utility costs. So we're talking about free charging and free usage of electricity for the cheapest cost. They just got to the cheapest in the United States. Now they still have a ways to go in terms of other markets like Australia. A lot of companies are cheaper in those markets, but in the US, they reached the cheapest at $1.49 per watt. And the solar business is just starting. Number 7 is the energy storage business. Their whole mission is to capture, store, and use electricity in the most efficient manner possible. Their mission statement is to accelerate the world's transition into sustainable energy. They have expanded in Australia, Canada, US by installing plants to store energy for times where there's blackouts to use energy. There are a lot of people who have multiple days worth of energy stored in the power walls and in packs. So if the power goes out, they can last for days just on Tesla's energy storage systems. The 8th reason is their exponential growth in battery manufacturing capabilities. They just got that $100 million investment from Panasonic to increase battery production by 10%. Does anyone realize how huge that is? A 10% increase from just $100 million. Battery Day coming up, they're going to be announcing the fact that they're going to have plans to explode battery production with more energy dense cells, so they'll have the best batteries on the market and have a way to mass produce batteries. Think about Tesla becoming the largest battery manufacturer in the world. Number 9 is their massive technology lead. They're focused on building a supercomputer that can process exaflops. This is 1 billions of processes. That's the Dojo project that they're working on. And in terms of things they currently have for technology lead, we're talking about Autopilot, we're talking about Smart Summon, we're talking about over-the-air software updates that no other manufacturer has been able to accomplish to date. Volkswagen had to recall a bunch of vehicles because they had issues with this. The 10th reason is their insurance business coming up. Tesla will be able to provide the cheapest insurance for their customers because they have all the data in their vehicles of how they're actually driving, and they know how often they're going to possibly get into a crash, so they can charge a cheaper rate to their customers compared to other companies that would charge. Because Tesla has enough data to understand just how much it's going to cost them to insure their customers. The insurance business is in California, but they actually just expanded this into China, and they're expanding it into other states shortly. Number 11 is the energy AUTOBIDDER that is coming up. There isn't a ton of details on this, but essentially each person will be their own utility, and when their household has stored a bunch of extra energy that they're not using, they're able to sell that and then make money from it. And this will happen behind the scenes automatically as Tesla rolls this out as a feature to customers who have these solar and energy storage products. 12th reason, I touched on this briefly, is that they have the most well-known brand and they have a leader who is one of the most well-known people on the planet. That alone holds massive power to infinite funding, infinite capital raises, infinite support, and more demand just from the simple fact that people know the brand. The more known you are, the more your products are going to sell. Even if they don't like them or not, the more you're known, the more people buy a brand that they know, just because they know it and they recognize it. The final reason, but certainly not the least, is the positive impact that they have on the world. I don't know a single other company that is going to have a greater positive impact on the world than Tesla will. An extremely environmentally friendly company who is purely wanting to do what's best for the customer. They're so heavily interested in providing the most value to their customers for the lowest cost. And they want everyone to win. They're not out there to crush people. They're simply trying to transition the world to sustainable energy. Those are the 13 reasons why I'm not selling and why I continue to see Tesla be undervalued for what's to come. Please give this video a thumbs up if you appreciate it. Let me know in the comments below, are you looking to buy more Tesla shares, or are you happy with the amount of shares you have? If you are happy, let me know how many shares you have in the comments below. I currently hold 275, looking to buy more. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos just like this one, more stock breakdowns and portfolio updates, and I'll see you in the next video.